Zoe, dear, how are you not so ashamed of yourself right now?
Huh? Wendy? What do you mean?
Well, I was just out in town when I saw you walking along with some other man who wasn't my Henry. You were laughing and smiling like a little girl with a massive crush. I mean, you're married to my son, and you're out there flirting with other men and going on dates with them? That is definitely not acceptable.
Hang on, you just saw me in town?
Yes, I was out doing my morning shopping, and there you were, brazen as anything.
It's not what you think, Wendy. Honestly, there's a reasonable explanation for all of this.
Oh, please. As if I haven't heard that excuse before. I told Henry that he was making a big mistake when he married you, and what do you know? I was right. He should have just listened to me when I told him to dump you and leave you at the altar.
Hang on, you actually told him to leave me at the altar?
Yes, and he should have done it too. It would have saved him a lot of time, effort, and money. I mean, you've just gone and cheated on him. Now he's going to have to go through a whole messy divorce and everything. Oh, and my friends will just have a field day with this gossip. They'll be hounding me, asking me how I could let my sweet boy marry a horrible woman like you.
Look, Wendy, I'm not sure where you've got this idea that I'm cheating on my husband, because I'm not. I'm very happy with Henry. If you just come round to the house this afternoon, I'm sure we can get everything cleared up, okay?
Well, if you say so. Very well. I'll come round. But you better have a good explanation for what I've seen today.
I do, don't worry. Just come round around 2, okay? I'll be back by then.
Uh-huh, sure. Henry, dear, do you have a moment?
Mom? Yeah, I've got a moment to talk. Is everything all right?
Well, no, not really.
What's wrong?
Zoe's cheating on you.
What?
Yes, I saw her this morning, walking in town with some strange man who I had never seen before. I swear she was flirting with him nonstop. It was terrible to watch.
I don't understand.
I did tell you not to marry her, didn't I tell you? But you just ignored me and went ahead and did it anyway. Now look at the situation you're in. And with your birthday coming up as well, how horrible can she get, huh? I say that you should just divorce her now and be done with it. There's no reason to be upset. You can do so much better anyway. You could finally take Linda's girl out on a date. You know, the one I tried to set you up with before this harlot came along. Susan is still lovely and single, and I'm sure she'd be more than happy to go on a date with you.
Whoa, hold on, Mom. I'm not just gonna walk out on Zoe. I want to know what's going on for real. I'm gonna go home and have a chat with her about it. I'm sure that this has just been one huge misunderstanding. She'd never do something like that to me. We love each other too much for that.
Yes, well, she clearly doesn't love you as much as you love her. Honestly, Henry, just listen to me for a change and leave that woman. She's no good for you.
Mom, please, just don't, okay?
Fine.
Thank you. I've got to get back to work, but I'll have that conversation with Zoe tonight, and I'll let you know how it goes.
Yes, okay. I look forward to it. I'm sure it will be a very interesting chat. Honestly, Zoe, what are you doing? Have some decency, will you? I mean, who just prances around their home in their underwear? What if someone knocks at the door?
Huh? Wendy? How on earth do you know what I'm doing?
Huh? Oh, well, lucky guess. You seem like the type of woman who would do that. And I just think a text to remind you not to every now and then is for the best.
Right.
Anyway, your dinner is going to burn if you don't go to it. Probably. You might want to get that sorted for when Henry gets back home. He's going to be hungry after work, and I want to make sure that my boy is getting what he deserves. In all aspects of his life.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Now take your potatoes off of the hob before they boil over, and get dressed for goodness sake.
Okay, Mike, I honestly can't deal with this anymore. I am so stressed. I'm just going to have to tell Henry the truth.
What do you mean? What's happened?
Well, last week when I said Henry's mom saw us in town? Well, she's gone and told Henry that I'm cheating on him with you. Henry asked me if I was cheating on him, and of course I told him I hadn't, but then I didn't want to say anything about you because I wanted it to be a surprise for his birthday. But it seems like I'm going to have to tell him because he's just getting more and more tense. He could tell I was lying when he asked me if I had been spending any time with men who aren't him. Not to mention that this entire week Wendy has been messaging me out of the blue, commenting on things I've been doing whilst I've been at home. It's like she can see me. But I know she's not, lurking outside of my house or anything. I feel like I'm going insane.
It'll be okay, Zoe. It's almost Henry's birthday. Just a couple more days and we can reveal our secret. As for his mom, have you ever thought that maybe she's bugged your house with some cameras or something?
She wouldn't do that. Surely. You don't think she'd do that, do you?
I'm not sure. I've never met her after all. But from what you've told me about her last week, I wouldn't be so surprised.
Well, maybe there's a way that I can check? I mean, if she did set up any cameras, I bet it was so that she could film us together in the house and use it as so-called evidence to show Henry to get him to leave me.
No offense, but your mother-in-law sounds kinda crazy.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Ha! I knew it. I knew you were lying to me, Zoe. I saw everything. I know that you just let that man from the other day into your house. I bet you two are going to go and cheat together. Well, I won't let you. I'm calling Henry right now, and he'll be right over to sort everything out and finally divorce your butt. And don't even think of trying to lie your way out of it. I've got the footage on my phone from the mini cameras I put in your house. I bet you didn't expect that now, did you? LOL. Henry will leave you in no time. Just you wait and see.
Huh, so you did hide cameras in my home. I mean, I'd kind of guessed you had, but the fact that you just told me so willingly makes things clear.
Huh?
Oh well, I can sue you for invasion of privacy and all that,
What? No, you can't. Besides, you'll be the one being sued for breaking my poor Henry's heart with your adulterous ways. In fact, I'm going to tell him right now to go home and catch you in the act. I mean, how selfish can you get? On his birthday of all days. Henry, quick. You need to go home now. Zoe's there with some strange man. The one I saw from the other day.
What? Okay, I'm on my way home then.
Zoe, I demand you tell me what's going on. Why is Henry hugging that man like that? Why would he hug the man you're cheating on him with? I'm so confused. Tell me, what's happening?
Oh, Wendy, yes. Well, if you had actually come to have a chat the other day, you'd have known that this man, Mike, is Henry's best friend. The two have been separated for quite a while due to Henry leaving the army and Mike staying in it for a little while longer. When I heard that he was leaving the army as well, I took it as my chance to surprise Henry, who I knew would be so grateful to see Mike again and spend some time with him. They were like brothers when they served together, and I knew it would mean so much to both of them to see each other again.
But that's not right. You were cheating with that stranger. That's what you were doing.
No, actually, that's not what I was doing at all. Unlike you, who have been spying on me for the past week.
Oh, about that.
Nuh-uh. No way you're getting off the hook for this one. You violated not just my privacy, but Henry's too. I mean, who does that? Put cameras in someone else's home? It's crazy.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that my son wasn't being lied to or anything. Is that so wrong?
Yes, when it involves setting up cameras and spying on me. Henry's not happy about it either. He said that he'll be having a word with you about everything, especially the fact that you were so eager to try and get rid of me. I mean, I know we've not always been the best of friends, but I thought you at least respected me and the fact that I was married to your son. I guess not, though.
Well, of course not. You're not right for my son. I know him the best, so I know who he should be with better than anyone, and it's not someone like you.
Actually, Mom, I think I know who I should be with better than anybody. I don't need you to decide for me.
Henry?
Yes, I'm using Zoe's phone, and I have to say that I'm incredibly disappointed in you. I mean, cameras? In my home? We seriously need to have a chat about your behavior and why you've tried so hard to split me and Zoe up. It's not okay. Whether you like her or not is not even the point. The fact that I love her and that I've decided to be with her should be all that matters. I mean, I shouldn't have to explain any of this to you. You should already know what it's like to be in love with someone and not have the approval of your in-laws. Didn't Grandma and Grandpa on Dad's side hate you when they met you?
Yes, well...
No. There's nothing to be said at the moment. I'm going to enjoy my birthday with my wife and my best friend. We can talk later.
Okay then, Henry.
Thank you. It's me again, Wendy. I just thought that I'd say goodbye for now.
Yes, goodbye, Zoe. I'm sorry about the cameras. I guess I got a bit crazy there. I just wanted to make sure that my son was okay.
I understand. Sort of. Just know this, though. I love Henry with all of my heart, and I would never dream of betraying him like that. I promise.
Thank you. Well, I'll let you get back to celebrating. I'm sorry again.
I'm sure we can maybe start over and try having a better relationship this time round. For both of our sakes and Henry's.
Yes, definitely.
After that whole debacle, Henry did end up having words with his mom. But luckily, she came to her senses and admitted that what she had done was wrong. She also apologized and promised not to do it again. Since then, my relationship with her has gotten a bit better. She no longer hates my guts, and I can actually stand to have a conversation with her now. It's going to take a little while, but with our relationship on the mend, I think things are going to become much better. Sometimes, people just need a second chance and a chance to apologize for the wrongs they have done. You never know what it might lead to.
Hi, Linda. I have a favor to ask you. Is now a good time?
Hi, Betty. Now is fine. Is everything all right?
I'd like you to cut ties with us when we get married.
Please, Linda. What?
I've been thinking about it for a while now, and I can't think of any other answer. I need you to cut ties with us.
Wait, slow down. What's going on? You got me totally off guard with this one. Cut off ties? As in, completely? You mean you never want to see me again?
That's right. I'd really appreciate it if you'd do that for us.
Can you explain to me what's going on? I have no idea why you'd ask me to do something like that.
You really need me to explain it to you?
High school dropouts are just stupid, I guess. Whoa, what now?
I know you practically raised Dale and you're more of a mother to him than a sister. And I know your parents died when you were still in high school. I know you had to drop out and get a job so that you could take care of him. It's thanks to you he went to university and law school and became the respected lawyer he is today. He's respectable and presentable anywhere, and I know you worked hard to give him those opportunities.
Yeah, that's right. Dale's become a true success. What does that have to do with me cutting ties with him? Don't I deserve gratitude rather than estrangement?
Yeah, right. Are you serious?
What?
I respect Dale for his success. I love Dale regardless of his past or upbringing. He worked hard to become a respectable lawyer. And he's way better than any of my friends' husbands or boyfriends.
Okay.
But you're a high school dropout. I don't care about your sob story. You're still a dropout. I don't want to be associated with such an unaccomplished person, even by marriage.
You don't like that I dropped out of high school? Would you accept me if I got a GED?
You're right. A high school graduate? No way. It's still the bottom of the barrel of society.
Then what if I get the GED and go on to university? You'd accept me if I have a university degree? Can I be Dale's big sister then?
You're so desperate, it's pathetic.
Of course I'm desperate. My baby brother's getting married. And his fiancé is throwing me all this shade. But it's true I'm a high school dropout. So if that's the reason, I'll have to work on it, right? I want Dale to be proud of me as his big sister too, you know?
Sorry to burst your bubble there, but an embarrassment can't do anything to become respectable. Don't you realize you're a bottom feeder of society?
Embarrassment? I worked hard and raised my little brother. I don't think I deserve to be called a bottom feeder.
No way! You're joking, right? Tell me you're joking. You can only get work where you take wrinkly old farts to the toilet. You don't even realize you're a bottom feeder.
What?
Dale told me all about it. You're working as a caregiver for the elderly, right, Linda?
Yeah. Well, I've had a lot of different jobs. But I've been working as a caregiver at an assisted living facility for 5 years now. I have a certificate and everything.
Certificate? You need a certificate to wipe old wrinkly butts?
Of course. Caregiving to seniors is no picnic. The course you take teaches you to be mindful of yourself as well as the patient. It's very informative.
Oh, that's right. You're a stupid high school dropout. Any sort of studying would be helpful to you, since you're an uneducated moron.
Excuse me? Betty, you're starting to get on my nerves. I don't deserve all this crap from you just because I'm a high school dropout.
Then cut ties with me. That's the only way to guarantee that you never have to listen to me insult your stupid dropout bottom-feeding life again. Cut ties with me and Dale.
Betty, you better watch what you say.
But I guess cutting ties completely would be difficult. Dale would probably be against it.
That's right. Dale isn't the type of person who would just cut ties with his sister.
That's why I'm going to have to make a compromise. You don't have to cut family ties completely. Just try to show your face as little as possible around me.
Huh?
That shouldn't be that hard, right? You can keep in touch with Dale as usual. Just don't come anywhere near me, ever. Got it?
That does sound doable. The way you've been talking to me today. I don't really want to see you anyway.
So we're in agreement then. So you won't be attending our wedding, right?
Pardon me?
Oh no, Linda! You just agreed, Linda. You said you won't show your face around me anymore. The wedding definitely counts as around me, I'd say.
But the wedding is a big event. He's my little brother. I want to be there for his big day.
You loser! It was easy trapping a stupid high school dropout. I guess you really are an idiot.
That's not fair.
A promise is a promise. So please send in your RSVP as not attending, okay? Okay, thanks, Linda. Good morning, Linda. It looks like you're staying away from the wedding. Thanks.
After everything you said to me, I was too scared to go. Besides, even if I forced my way in, he'll probably just attack me again. I told Dale I'm not feeling well.
Thank you for making the right decision, Linda. I didn't expect you to be so understanding.
I'm glad. Have fun at the ceremony, despite the groom's sister not attending.
Well, duh. With my friends and Dale's respectable friends here, there's no way this wedding's not going to be a success. A bottom feeder showing up at a classy wedding like this would be a disaster.
Hey! I didn't go to the wedding like you said, so stop with the hateful words. Words can really hurt people, Betty.
I'm just saying the truth. An old people diaper changer would stink up my wedding and ruin it. A bottom feeder can't complain about not being able to attend her little brother's wedding.
It's fine. I'm watching it live anyway. Huh? Actually, it's quite nice watching the wedding on my cell phone. I can relax at home without worrying about my hair and stuff. I don't need to take any abuse from you. I can bawl my eyes out at seeing my brother in his tux. He's great. Wait a second. What do you mean, alive? I mean, I'm getting a live stream of your wedding on my cell phone. I didn't say you could do that. I haven't assigned a staff for that either. I asked an attendee, not staff. She was happy to do it for me. I thought this would be a way I could watch the wedding without causing any issues. An attendee? Who did you ask to do such a thing? Your grandmother, Leonora. She's holding an iPad. Didn't you notice? My grandma? She's almost 90. She doesn't have a... She has an iPad. I thought it was a picture of Grandpa. She's been holding that this whole time. I just saw your surprised face on the screen. You're a bride. Don't scowl like that. You... Why? Why are you making my grandmother hold that thing? How did you ask my grandma in the first place? She hasn't even met Dale yet. Actually, I know her from work. From work? Leonora lives by herself. I visit her twice a week at her house as her caregiver. You do? She's very sharp for her age, and has no problem learning how to use electronics and such. But I guess living alone can get difficult when you're pushing 90. So we're not really caregiver and patient exactly. More like friends that have tea together regularly. We talk about whatever's on our mind. That's how I found out that my brother was her granddaughter's fiancé. So you forced my grandmother into doing this for you? You're worse than I thought, using a frail old lady like that. I wasn't going to ask her because it would be unprofessional of me. But she was the one that insisted she'd get the movie for me. What? So I'll watch the ceremony like this, if you don't mind. I haven't attended your wedding, and I haven't shown my face around you. You should have no complaints, right, Betty? Of course I do, you bottom feeder! Stop messing with my wedding! Huh? I'm putting a stop to this right now. Just thinking of you watching my special ceremony makes me feel sick. But Betty, I'm just watching it on my cell phone. Are you not getting this? I'm having my wedding watched by someone I despise so much that I want to cut out of my life completely. How would I not be absolutely livid right now? I'm not going to show my holy ceremony to a lowly butt wiper. You can stay home in your pigsty and cry. Then I guess the wedding's canceled. Huh? You won't even let me watch a live stream of the wedding. I guess we'll have to cancel the whole thing. What are you talking about? Did you snap or something? Why would our wedding be canceled? All my friends and family are already here. Right, but if the person paying for it all says it's canceled, it's canceled. There would be no way around it. You can't afford to pay for the wedding yourself, right, Betty? What? Your grandmother told me. It's unbelievable you'd make me miss my little brother's wedding. But since I agreed to it, she won't cancel the wedding even though she wants to. However, in the case that you won't even allow me to watch a live stream, she's going to shut down the whole thing. What are you saying? Grandma doesn't have the authority to do something like that. My mom and dad are the ones paying for this wedding. Right. Dale told me. Your parents are paying for everything for your gorgeous wedding. That's right. We're old money. Socialites for generations. Besides, my parents spoil me to bits. So they paid for the entire wedding ceremony as a present. I see. I guess they didn't want to tell their daughter the truth. Huh? The truth? About the money you got from your parents for your wedding. It was actually all from Leonora. Your parents went to beg your grandmother over and over again, saying it's a special occasion for her granddaughter. She used to tell me about your parents a lot. That they were completely spoiled because they grew up getting everything they wanted. And became lazy, arrogant bums that rely on their parents' money for everything. And what's worse, They rubbed off completely on her sweet little granddaughter, who grew up to judge people by their money and job title. An arrogant fool.
An arrogant fool? Are you talking about me?
Yeah, she calls you that a lot. She really hit the nail on the head with that one. The parents put on an overly extravagant wedding to show off, and the granddaughter patronizes people even though she didn't pay for any of it. Really, I don't understand what Dale sees in you.
Don't talk to me like that, bottom feeder.
Oh, that was fast. Leonora's really a whiz with her phone. She just sent me a message saying that she told your parents she won't be paying for the wedding. They're panicking, trying to decide if they should cancel the wedding or not.
What the? Where's Grandma? She's not in her chair.
She says a wedding is to present your commitment to a partner to all of your friends and family. If you can't do that, there's no point having one.
Wait! The wedding can't be canceled on the day of. It's starting in just a little while.
If only your parents could actually pay for it like they'd said. If what your grandmother said is true, they have absolutely no savings in their name. They call constantly asking her for money.
What? Are my parents mooches?
Yeah, she's pretty disappointed. She's getting older, and she feels like she needs to keep giving money to them to keep them close. They want the money, but they won't live with her or care for her. Typical moocher family. Caregivers see it a lot.
No.
Well, I guess I'll let you go. The ceremony's cancelled, so is my live feed.
Wait, Linda! You can come watch the ceremony. So please, don't let the wedding get cancelled. Convince my grandmother for me.
Sorry, I'm a stupid high school dropout, remember? I wouldn't know how to convince someone of anything. Okay, bye! After the smoke settled, we learned that Betty's parents wanted to pay for the wedding in order to make Dale feel that he owes them. They've been after Leonora's money for a while now, and they thought it would be easier to get access to it with a lawyer son-in-law on their side. The wedding was cancelled, though, and my brother, having found out the truth, told Betty off. He said he'd never marry someone who talked to his sister like that. Then he broke off the engagement immediately. Leonora came to the conclusion better trustworthy friends than mooching schemer family, and cut off all financial support to Betty's family. She says her mind's at ease now that Dale's her guardian and executor. Now she plans to enjoy the rest of her years in comfort, surrounded by friends.